Voters will face two questions when filling out their California gubernatorial recall election ballot. One, if they want to recall the governor. Two, who they want to replace him. 23 ABC's Kristen Vartan tells us what's at stake, no matter the answers to those two questions.
It is the second recall election of a California governor in the state's history. A political analyst saying that who you vote for before you turn that ballot in can have an impact not only on the state but national stage.
You should vote because it has to do with the most important elected office in our state. And because our state's so important, in fact, one of the most important elected offices besides the presidency in the entire United States.
Beginning Monday, California voters will start receiving mail-in ballots for the second California gubernatorial recall election in California's history. If they do decide to vote for Newsom's replacement, 46 candidates are vying for his seat. Meanwhile, California Secretary of State Shirley Weber says in this election there is no majority vote requirement.
There is no runoff election in the recall. So whatever happens with the 46 or 47 candidates who are running for governor, if one of them, if the one who gets the most votes get 20%, they are governor of the state of California.
Bowler pointing out that this could mean the potential replacement, regardless of the party affiliation, would not represent the majority of the state and could be, quote, overall very unpopular.
You end up increasing the odds that a more extreme candidate might win, someone who is far to the left or to the right, away from the kind of the majority.
And whoever is elected if Newsom is recalled has the potential of not only making decisions on how the pandemic, a housing crisis, homelessness, and the economy are handled, but the future nomination for California Senate, who might have to step down. This, he says, is a concern amongst many Democrats nationally.
Especially people who are worried about Dianne Feinstein might have to step down for health reasons. The Republican would then nominate a Republican to take her seat, and the national landscape would be completely changed. We would no longer have a Democratic majority. We would then have a Republican majority in the Senate.
According to Kern County Registrar of Voters Mary Bedard, 9 candidates are Democrats, 24 are Republican, 2 are a part of the Green Party, 1 is Libertarian, and 10 have no party preference. In the last couple weeks, several candidates making their way to Bakersfield, including Republican candidates Larry Elder and Assemblymember Kevin Kiley.
For every executive action that Newsom has taken to violate our rights and erode our freedoms, I would take action to restore those rights and protect our freedoms.
Meanwhile, an anti-recall effort sweeping the state this week. Newsom saying that Biden and Harris will even be campaigning for him in California in the next few weeks.
We encourage people, we implore you, please vote no on this recall.
And the Kern County Registrar of Voters says people should start receiving their mail-in ballots starting on Monday. And we'll have more information on important dates in this recall election on our website, turn23.com. In Bakersfield, Kristen Vartan, 23 ABC News, connecting you.
And now to continue better understanding that recall election process, we're taking an in-depth look at what happens after votes are cast. According to the California Secretary of State, if the majority of voters vote yes on the first question, the recall is successful and Gavin Newsom is removed from office. Then the candidate with the most votes is elected and will replace Newsom until January 2023. County elections officials have 30 days after the election to complete the official canvass. On the 30th day after the election, if the recall is successful, the Secretary of State will certify the results and a new governor will take office. However, if the majority of voters vote no on the first question, then the recall has failed and Newsom will remain in office.